Welcome once again to another Lore of League of Legends episode. The character covered in this video is directly linked with the remastered Tryndamere lore video I put out. Of course, I am talking about Aatrox, the Darkin Blade. Enjoy. Aatrox is a warrior of legends, one of the last remaining people of his race, the Darkin. The tales describe him as a warrior wielding a massive blade that never seems to encumber him. His moves are almost like a deadly dance of grace and precision, almost hypnotic to watch. If the tales have it right, the sword he wields feeds upon those that Aatrox has killed, fueling his fury and empowering his march of destruction. The tales of Aatrox can be found in ancient texts that have been uncovered by archaeologists. In the oldest records of Runeterra's history, there is a tale of great war between two forces. Nowadays they are known as the Protectorate and the Mage Lords, since their real names have been lost in the depths of time. When the forces of the Mage Lords have been crushing their opponents in every battle, all hope seemed to be lost for the Protectorate. They had no supplies, no equipment, and no men able to fight. When the war seemed lost already, a demon-like figure appeared amongst their ranks. He walked through their camp and with few words urged them to grab and raise their weapons. He convinced them to fight to the last. As long as they had any blood left in them, the war was not yet lost. Nobody knew who Aatrox was, but he was the only hope the Protectorate's warriors had. They had nothing more to lose, and the words of this dark figure had reignited the fire in their hearts. His promises imbued them with their thirst for blood and battle, and they blindly followed Aatrox into the heat of the fight. Each of them fought with a fury never before seen. Every one of their soldiers was worth at least 10 men. Their swords cut through the flesh of their enemies as if nothing but paper. After the battle, Aatrox was nowhere to be found, but the soldiers still carried his words in their hearts. They could still feel that fury that he had gifted them with. Something urged them to follow up their victory and push the enemy back. Time after time, the army successfully defeated everything that was thrown at them, until they were able to finally return home victorious. But the more that time had passed since the appearance of the Darkin, the less heroic their deeds seemed. In their own memories, the glorious battles had been turning into a real image of them ruthlessly slaying anyone who failed to run away, be it elderly, women, or children. But that was the only real appearance of the Darkin Blade. A figure that represents Aatrox in many ways can be found in every city-state. A trail that Ezreal has found and followed shows there is a lot of evidence of the Darkin's appearances. Stained glass in Demacia, statuettes in Noxus, an urn from Shurima Desert, a bone dagger found in Freljord, and an Ionian carved woodblock. If the figure appeared in so many places and yet he seems to look exactly the same every time, there was only one real logical explanation. It couldn't be a tale passed down from generation to generation. He couldn't be a creature parents created to scare their children. He had to exist. He had to be real, and for reasons known only to himself. He appeared in many places in different periods of history and helped them, one way or another. Some remember him as a saviour, but those who came in contact with Aatrox often have memories that are much darker. He also appeared to be the same figure that had murdered Tryndamere's tribe and forced him to seek revenge, to work at becoming the best. Just like before when he appeared to change the fate of a war. If that is true, it means that Aatrox has a plan, some kind of devilish plan that only he can understand, and he's constantly working to make it a reality. And soon, nobody would be able to stop him. And that's all there is for this episode. Remember to leave your comments and feedback in the section below. Remember, there's a lot of champions that have already been done, and you can check out your favourite if it's been done already by hitting the annotation at the top of the video right now. Thanks for watching, everyone, and as always, I'll see you next time.